So today we are building a brand new map in Hell, and we're going to call this Hell Creations 1. So we're going to be digging into some of the modules that have just been brought out in the latest update of the DLC, Unto the Evil. So what I thought I'd do today is create a live stream so you guys can participate or get involved some way. Or if you're watching it on a rerun, then fine, you're going to see some tips and things what we're going to be doing, some creations. And getting into it for the first time, well, me especially, on this particular DLC and all these new module parts. I've created lots of maps before on the UAC side of it, so we're going to try and see if we can create a predominantly hell-bound, hell module type map system. We may throw in a bit of UAC style stuff as well, but I've done quite a few maps on that, so really I just want to focus on creating a pure hell map. Although, like I said, the integration could be good and necessary at some point. So, bear with me, enjoy the stream, and hopefully we can work together and get something done quite quickly. So what I want to do is try and get this done within sort of like an hour, hour and a half, and hopefully with your input as well, we're going to get some, maybe create the second part which will cover all of the logic side of it. But at the moment we're just going to create the cosmetics, the map design, and get things where we want it. I've got a basic idea of what I want, but I'll first of all get some foundations down and go from there pretty much. So what we're going to do first of all is literally get some points in place at the moment, because I just want to find a starting block if I can, and go from there. So let's find some of the set pieces, and then sort of build our way around it. Now, what I've got in mind is there's a particular module which I've just got to remember where it is, which pretty much, let's add that in over there, which pretty much got like a dual set of stairs. And I saw this yesterday and I thought it was absolutely amazing. And hopefully, so if we dig into this, let's have a quick look, make sure it might be the one. Let's have a look. This is a sort of idea. I mean, it's one of these, which is pretty good, but it actually does split into two sets of stairs and goes up two separates, because what I want to do is have like a boss event on each sort of platform. So, oh, and by the way, just to let you guys know that yesterday's event, if you didn't know already, the day before I was playing Overwatch, had a stream running, and the next day the video was taken offline, and I was banned from streaming for 3 months. Anyway, I put in an appeal, and this morning I'm glad to say they reinstated the video, although it still isn't working, but I'm able to stream again on YouTube from a mistake they actually made. So good shit, I'm pleased with that. Let's just go into this one quickly. Yeah, so pretty pleased with that they got it wrong, because I did wonder what I'd actually done wrong, which was absolutely nothing. So it's none of these modules. Let's find the right module. Let's try. I think it might be this one actually. So 1 second. Right, so let's put this one over here. Let's rotate that round. I think this is the one actually. So this is the one yeah, this is it. So this is the end piece I want to end up with, if you like. Okay. So as you can see, you've got sort of like two platforms on either side, and that's the sort of one I want to try and end up with. So just let me make sure this is the right one. Yeah, it definitely is. Okay, good. So this is the end game, if you like. So as you see, it's covered in blood. It's brilliant. Looks great. Right, very nice. That's what we want. Okay, so we are going to give me 1 second. Right, there we go. So I'm happy with that. So that's the one we want. So let's get rid of all the other shit. And we're going to rotate this round. So let's zoom out. It's quite a big module. So that's taking up 10% of the network, 10% of objects, 11 memory, 0 demons. But that's quite a lot of resources. So one of the things you've got to remember, so if you're building a map for your first time and you're having a look at this video, then you're going to realize that you do need to be mindful of the components you're using or the modules. Now with the UAC side, building stuff before, you can make a huge map and still have it all under sort of 75%, which is my sort of like soft cap for building a map. But with this, it looks like we're going to be pushing the boundaries of the resources or optimize resources basically. So anyway, let's have a look at some of the actual corridors, because we've got to remember that there's different levels to this. So this is going to be quite fiddly. So let's rotate that round. Let's get one of them there. We want the same one. So what we want to do is branch off of this quickly. Let's flip that round. So Z. Now flip that round like that. There is an entrance at the back. I didn't notice that before. We'll keep that sealed. Although we could have that as a final sort of treasure room. That'd be good fun. So 1 sec. Yeah, so what we're going to do is now we're just going to have a quick look at this. So we've got the right, okay, so they're the side entrances. All right, okay. So these are the ones I've just put in there, and there's one the other side as well. So okay, all right, and they're quite, they're quite in a funny sort of way, quite good looking components or modules, because you've got this nice raised platform. So again, you could have the boss events in there or the treasure or whatever, and I think that's what we'll do. So what we want to do now is make sure this entrance at the bottom, so I think I've got this all arse about face, so that really should be the other way around. So let's turn this whole thing around just so we get the right perspective of it. So it's QQ, and let's QQ. So let's rotate that round. And we're going to dump that there. So that is the end result. So now what we're going to do is build away from it. It's what we use so far. 15% crumbs, that's quite a lot. So anyway, let's so what we're going to do now is try and build a path into this main or end game. Small hall. Okay, corridors. So we want to make sure this, have a quick look at this module here. Okay, right, so there's a single entrance in, and there's the end room again. So it comes down just a drop down, that's fine. So what we do now is we're going to build off of this. So at this point you could think to yourself, right, okay, because you've got like the transition or the transition part here, and you could bring some UAC stuff into it, but I don't know, we'll come back to that later. I just want to think about other things for the minute rather than just sort of like a integration. So we've got a nice set of stairs there, so let's have a look at that. So as you come through there, you go down there. You've got double stairs. That's fine. That's pretty good. So that takes you up to the end game again. Down this double stairs, you can have something running around in there. Right, cool. I like that. So we're up to 21% already. Crumbs. So we could try that. So let's flip that round. Let's have a look at that. So again, we come down the stairs. We've got another layer down there. Yeah, that's fine. So what we want to do is start putting in some cheap value components, really. We don't want to keep putting in big blocks. But I don't think we're going to get much change out of all of these resources. So what we could do is actually put a connector in there. And we could add some UAC stuff, which is going to be quite cheap in terms of sort of resources. So that's the sort of angle we want to be going. See, 3% that takes up. So at 29.3. So what are we at the moment? So 25.21. Okay. So 25.21. What I don't want to do is keep putting in stairs. What we want is long corridors at the moment. Let's try and find that. So we've got hallways. So there's one there in particular. Okay, so we'll literally duplicate that. So let's get in there. Just have a quick look at this. So one interesting thing someone mentioned to me yesterday is that, and I do like the skulls of all the different things there. It looks like you're on one of the if you remember the film Alien v Predator, and inside the ship there was all these different skulls of all the other creatures they've been hunting, the predators been hunting. So it's very similar to that. I like that. So one thing Old Siren, he said to me yesterday, one of my YouTube buddies, he basically said as you go through this, it will actually teleport you into the next room so you get like a proper effect, which I really like that idea. I mean, I think that's great. So we might end up doing it as you walk through this wall, it will teleport you in. So I think we might do something along those lines. Why is that back to front? Stand clear. It's upside down. Alright, so I think what we do is we take that away there and we're going to add another conduit in there. Another conduit there. And let's add another hallway. Ah, there we go. So put that in there. So we're up to about 32% now in objects. It's not too bad. So I think what we're going to try and do now is create another little scenario here. So we've got another room. So what we want to do is actually pick a room. So have a quick look at this one. I think this is the outdoor one. Yeah, it is. Okay. I think this will be maybe the starting block. So that's no good to us. So let's get rid of that. Not sure what this one is. Let's put that there and let's have a quick look inside. So this is okay, a raised up platform room, right, fine. So you go through there. transfer into a module and then transfer again. Okay, could work on that a bit better. Work out something to do on that, make it just a bit more authentic, if you like. So in my opinion, when you create maps, you've got to have reasons why things happen and why you're actually moving around rather than just throwing it in for the sake of it. So we get creative with that at a later stage. So we've got this room here. Yeah, I'm happy with that room. That's a good sort of like encounter room, sort of like a mild encounter. I'm happy with that. So we come out of that. And then what we do is we'll create another transition room. And we'll put it down, put it to side here, I know. So we'll put that in and then we will create one of those. So I'm looking to do. Damn it. Incompatible module. Why is that? So we're looking at that. Okay, that didn't connect by the looks of it. So let's move that around here. That's not working. Neither is that. That's very strange. Okay, so let's dive into this again. Let's have a look. So there's the output there. Right, so what we're going to do now is try and work out why. Incompatible again. So let's get that. Let's see if that works. That seemed to connect that time, which is good. Or did it? Yes, it did. Right, excellent. Okay, so jump back out of that. Let's see if we can. That's the one. Right, so that's working a bit better now. I think it just bugged out. So we're going to put. So let's have a quick look at this. This is the pit room. Thing is, I've seen this pit room so many times, it bores me to tears, to be honest. So I'm not going to put that one in there. Or something that's rarely used, because everybody seems to use that. Again, the same with this. Everybody seems to use this. But again, it's a good room for encounters again. But that's not what I'm looking to do here, because we've just put an encounter in there. So let's go for something a little bit more basic. So if you are watching the stream, you've got a question, feel free to throw it into the chat. We'll go through some stuff if you like. And there we go. Let's put that in. So that's just a simple hallway, a right angle. That's good enough. Good. So we're up to 48% now. And what we want to sort of do now is try and bring this to a halt, if you like, because it's sort of getting to a point where we're getting close to the objects. I mean, 50%, 55, 60% for your map is about all you want to do maximum. I'd say 50% because you don't know what all the bits you want to put in. And there's going to be a lot of customization I need to put into this map in terms of, object structures, things like that, flames, all sorts of shit like that. So, all of that is going to build up. So what we want to do now in terms of objects is bring this to a starting point. So we'll put a few more passages in here. we convert it back to the hell side of it, and then what we will do is create the beginning point of it. We can't use that. So why am I doing that? That's good. So if we jump in there, so that's the hallway. We go through there, and you've got this nice module which we rarely use, which is pretty good. And I do like that one. And then we end up there. So I like that. That's good. There's lots of hidey places around there. Lots of interesting places you can put things. That's excellent. Good. Right, so now we want to transition back to the hell side again. And we'll put that there. And then we create a new hallway. What I'd like to do is put some curly bits in there. But we're getting up to about 60% now, so I want to be careful and actually put the last piece of the puzzle in, which will be, actually, didn't we see those stairs before? So I think what we do is put that in. Yeah, drop them stairs in. We're going to have to move this over there because we're going to run out of room on the map. Okay, that. So put G in there, and then we will find the last piece of the jigsaw. And what I did do, I did like this. So let's have a look at that. Jump in there. Yeah, this was the 4-sector sort of bit I did like, because it's got the blood in there, it's got everything. I do like that a lot. So what we're going to do is have that as our starting block. Maybe have a small encounter in there, but what we do need is a small section here. We're getting up to, where are we up to? Crumbs, 67%. That's beyond what I wanted. So what we're going to find out is, as we're dropping other bits in, the structures and whatnot, we may have to remove some of the sections. And I'm thinking that may be too big. So let's have a look at this one again. Although I did like this. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to rip that out. I'm going to move this. I'm going to move this here and hope we can get that to fit. Right, so let's click away. Cancel that. Let's go and select these. There we go. Right, so that gives us our, so that's optimizing, but that's brought us down back to 55% again. I've got the room I was actually after in the first place, which is great. Great encounter room. So we drop out of that. So we're up to this room here. Which one's this? This is the stairs again. So then what we want to do is create the end scenario. See how much that is. So let's rotate that. And it's not a lot, so that's good. So if we jump into that now. And in my opinion, that's the ultimate starter point. But is it the obvious one? Maybe. Do like that though. I'm happy with that for the minute. So as it stands, there is our map layout. And I'm happy for this. All we're doing is creating a simple survival, bit of a mission in there as well, type of map as well. So we will save that now. Right, okay, so you need a player start in there before you can save it. That's fine. So let's jump into there. Let's go to G. Trying to remember where it is. One thing I was playing with yesterday is the fact that you've got new voices, new vocals in here, which is great. It's not that one. Play start. And actually, while we're here, we're going to find out if we can actually put things elsewhere, players on floating rocks and stuff like that. No, you can't. Okay. Right, so let's save that. So we just called this test map hell 1. So we'll accept that. So there's our map. So what we want to do is then we're going to walk through the map itself and make sure we're happy how it all lays out, how it's all laid out, how it flows, and you know, start creating your ideas as you're walking through. So create that. Like I said, it's a mixture of both UAC and Hell modules. So we go through there, come down into here. You've got this room here, which is quite interesting. And I think I might have... No, that's it there. So we've got plenty of stuff we can do in there in terms of encounters or, you know, you name it. Go through here, right angle, back through another converter, transporter. And then we get down to the pool of blood and the quadrant section room, which is good. So we can put plenty of stuff on top of these pentagrams and, you know, be creative with that in some way. So we got right hand side, so we've got to be careful here actually. So what we may do is end up blocking this way because we're going to force people to go through the middle. They have to go through the middle to get to the exit and into the next room. So we'll end up blocking this way up. In fact, we're going to do that now while we have a bit of fun. Let's have a look at some interactive parts. And I noticed there's windows as well that have gone in, but that looks stupid there. So what I did see yesterday was some blocks, and they were massive. Look, these things, huge. So we've got all of these to play with. So literally what we can do is, oh right, nice, look at that. So we can literally section off a wall. And hopefully not use a lot of resources. Let's have a look at that. But again, look, you can sort of jump over that quite easily, which is what we want to avoid. So let's delete them. And what we could do is put one of these huge blocks in there. Let's have a look what else we got. Wow. Oh my god, look at them. Wow, cartwheels are huge. Well, these are cogs from an engine, I imagine. Oh, shame. I thought it was going to be big enough to sort of block the entrance there. That would have been great. Loads of things. A rag. Nice. A rock. Brilliant. Whoa, look at that. Let's get rid of that. Let's move that out of the way a minute. Let's get rid of that. So look, that blocks that off straight away. Obviously it doesn't look right because you got that there. Although saying that, you could literally just turn that around. So let's have a look how much. That doesn't take up a lot either. That's pretty good. So let's try that again. we will spin that. Let's push that out a bit. See, that looks authentic straight away. But the other side of it doesn't. So, okay, so let's have a look what else we got. Let's get rid of that for a minute. Let's just have a look what... I mean, the rocks are good as well. How much do they use? But again, they're not big enough, really. But they do the job. They're big enough. So they're going to stop you actually getting through. So that's the main thing. There we go. But we don't want them floating, so let's put them there. There we go. So what we're going to do, we're going to see if we can get past them first of all. But I don't think they're ideal. I mean, we could do something where you could do something and they disappear. I mean, you know, there's lots of different choices in terms of what you can do. Is it me, or does he look like he's very short? So let's have a look up here. Ooh. See if we can get through. Yep, so you can get over them. All right. So let's drop back into the editor again. And now we know they're absolutely no good. Let's put something else in there. Hell floor pad. Nice. I mean, that is huge, that thing. So if we could try rotating it. And what we want to do now, drop that to the floor. Just trying to remember you can spin it. It's a bit fiddly though. Right, there we go. So alright, so let's drop that to the floor. So that's bugging out a little bit. Alright, so at the moment we've got two of them. Right, good. So I'm happy with that. I don't think anyone can jump over that. They can't get under it either, so that's pretty good. We like that. So what we want to do is also stop people from, I don't know if you can get up there, so let's play that again. I just want to see what you can actually do, if you can actually jump up onto this platform. Hello Wolf, how you doing mate? Welcome to the stream. Yep, I'm back streaming again. Let's see if we can actually jump up there, which you can. Okay. This may be not worth doing unless I put another brick up there. So it may not work. But the good thing is you can't get up there. I don't think you can get under there. No, you can't. Oh, you can! Right, so that one's a little bit too high. So 1 sec, I'll be right back. I'm just going to grab a quick drink and I'll be back in a minute. Right, so I'm back. 1 second. Quick swig. So, Kata, hello, welcome to the stream. An old siren, hello mate. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to bother with those blocks. Yeah, I could put player block in volume, but I want to make it a bit more authentic rather than just sort of like something invisible or something coloured. So I'm trying to make it authentic looking and part of the map. So we don't need that. Basically, we're just putting an event that needs to be done. But what I want to do with this section is literally create the first sort of mini boss event and go through, and people have to do a specific thing. They've got to basically walk around all of here for it to work. Hello, mate. So then, you guys, all I'm doing is just creating a simple map. Yeah. Well, I can stream again. So, Old Siren, I don't know if you know, but they sent me an email late last night and said, we're really sorry, we got it wrong, and we apologise. And we found nothing on my video that violates YouTube's terms and agreement. So basically, fuck you. So, um, so yeah, they put the video back, but I don't think that video is going to work because they say once they take it off, when they try and put it back again, it never works again. So it is what it is, I suppose. Can't do anything about it. It's their system. So yeah, unfortunately. So what I'm doing, just play catch up, guys. I'm just doing a simple basic mission map and objectives, and you've got the end room up there, which is going to be basically this tower one, which we looked at yesterday, which I really liked. So you can have a dual sort of boss system on here. Your entrance coming through there, all the blood and gore, and basically that's it. So my strike has been taken off as well. Yep. So my whole account back to how it was, and allowed to stream again. Amazing. So I've done nothing wrong, and there we go. I end up suffering, and my 2-hour stream video ended up being ruined. But there you go. Classic YouTube, indeed. So, so yeah, I've just got to remind myself about some of the logic now. So what I'm doing, I'm not doing any logic at the moment. I'm just doing the cosmetics in this particular video, and then we'll do another one for the rest of it. So at the moment, I'm just going to work out what I'm going to do in this sort of encounter. So any ideas you've got, let me know. So I'm thinking, but basically just what I'm doing is going through stuff as well at the same time, just having a look at what we got. What I do like, I never noticed these cogs yesterday, but they were great. See what I want to do is, while we're here, I imagine this is just another trigger event, so let's have a look at the properties on this. So not really a lot, doesn't really do much. That one. A hell calculator. Let me think. So basically I just want to have this as I'm going to make this as straightforward as it comes and then build off of that. I'm not going to make put too much logic into it at this stage. All I want to do is just create the environment. So what I was thinking of doing is having a flag event. So you'd have to bring a flag, you put it in here, drops it down, and then you pick up another one after the event's done. But again, you can do that with power cores as well. So I thought, let's try not to do that. At the moment, I'm just making a sort of again, because you're very limited at the moment, and I just want to do this as my first sort of one. Is going to be basic mission and survival type map as well. So it's just, you know, standard really. Nothing special in this one for the minute. Just really gonna play. Oh, what, the tripods panel? Yeah, with all the writing on it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So what I'm also doing at the moment is establishing how much resources cost for things. You know, working out the price of stuff, because all these big objects cost a lot in terms of resources. And they look shit there. That'd be a good idea, like laser eyes. Yeah, that could be cool. So you can't spin this one. Okay. Right, that one can't be spun. Basically, we're going to put an altar there. So we're going to have something like a skull on there, I think. That would do, yeah. Something as simple as that. And again, it's just going to trigger an event. Nice and simple. A hell disco, yeah. We could do something like that, yeah. That was brilliant, that disco. Alright, so there's our first objective. That is the skull. And the only way you're going to get it out of here is to put it in here. So what we do is just a simple skull switch. So we hide that out of the way. So basically got to try and get that. That's too easy. Right, good. Yeah, you can. No, that's one of the things I like doing, is using everything. I mean, you check out some other videos, Kata, you'll see things where I do like using all of the space provided, including in here. So it's all good. I'll make traps and things like that if I do something wrong. So what we're trying to do with this, we will try and make a, you know, like a Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones type thing, I suppose. That's the obvious thing. That's what it reminds me of in a way. So we create a puzzle in here. A sequence of events that you've got to do, or you'll get trapped in here, for example. And every time you get trapped in one of these, for example, you'll spawn additional monsters, demons in the room. So it gets harder the more you screw up. So you've got to think on your toes. So I think that'll be the order of the day for this. But again, I've got to be careful because my resources are quite high. So I've got to be mindful of that. So okay, as you come in here, you've got the skull there, and that'll have a point of interest on there. And then we'll basically have some switches. So we need switches. Something. Give me some ideas, guys. Some sort of switching mechanism has to be in a specific order. I'll tell you what we do is we'll have a... I mean, you guys are going to get it anyway, but we'll have a clue somewhere. Oh, I didn't realise there's another door there. Yeah. You can do things like the timer. That's easy. But what we want to do to start with is create another room with the code in. So there's a code that you've got to put in. And what we do is, I'll tell you what I'm going to do quickly is, where was I? Right, I was coming in the wrong way. Right, okay, so what I do need is one of those timers that will flash the code up. Yeah, flash a sort of sequence of something up. You know, like Simple Simon. I don't know if you've ever played that. So it'll flash something. Will show you red, blue, green, yellow, for example, and then it'll show it for about 2 or 3 seconds, and you've got to remember the color code, and then they've got to run around and do the switches. If they do the switches in sequence, then it's nice and easy. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Or they've got to shoot something. I can do that. Yes, I'll do a shooting target, different colors. Yeah, and we're gonna have floor traps as well, hidden floor traps. Right, good. I like that. Simon says, do you remember that? So they've got to remember a colour code. And if they get it wrong... Yeah. I think that makes sense. Right, so that's my idea for that one. So, room 1. Let me jot this down. Yeah, you don't want to make it too complicated, really, do you? So as they come in here, we'll have a trigger. I do like that though. I want to play with that launch pad later. So where are you? Forgot where everything is. Oh my god. Yeah, I just want to make sure that it's nice and easy. Okay. Just got to remind myself how it all works now. Jesus. It's not that. They changed it on enter. No, sure it's that one I used. Yeah. Oh god, wrong menu. So one player entered. So on entry, lockdown. Okay, good. So that'll jump in there. But like I said, we don't want to create too much. I just want to make sure I get the idea in place first. So nice. Right, so in fact, I'm going to leave that. All we're doing is the logic for not the logic, the actual cosmetics. So we're going to have that. Pick the skull up. Just do a bit of basics. He's a policeman. He works for YouTube. He's a stream enforcer. Right, so in here I'm going to put we're going to put a few demons in here, but then we're going to spawn events as well. In fact, that'd probably be the best thing. So we're going to create a boss event. In fact, we won't do that now. Keep forgetting I'm going too far forward. So what we want to do is just literally understand what we're going to be doing with each one. Going to have demon events in here. Mini boss event. That's fine. So what we do is we go back. So we're going to have stuff in there as well. And it goes through there. Back to the main stairs. But what I want to try and do out here I wonder if there's something I can do on this. So create a box trigger there. So we're going to put that there for a minute. We don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically, because there's people in the chat channel, so obviously if you're watching this on a rerun, do apologise. I should actually put this on the channel. 1 second, let me put that in there. Not that. There we go. 1 second, guys. There you go. You can see what's happening now. Good. Let's move that up there. There you go. You can see what's happening now. So I'll put the chat in the actual stream as well. Yeah, this is what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and set this as a... So as they walk through, it's going to teleport them back. See if they... so G on entered. Oh, it won't let me go past here. No! Oh, damn it. So on entered. No, that won't do it. No, it won't let you pass that. That's a bit shit. The only other thing I was thinking is to have the launch pad. In fact, we won't do that now, because I was going to have the launch pad in that entrance, and it will just throw you back off the edge if you don't do something at the beginning, but I think that would be a bit too early. Yeah, what I was trying to do is have them, so when they walk through the door, it teleport them up here. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me try that again. I think that might have been my fault, actually. Let's try that again. So G, on entered. Yay! There we go. That was my fault. No, it was my fault. I had the wrong thing on. And it will let you teleport there. So let's give that a go. So let's play that. What? Oh, I know, I didn't do. Make human usable. Right. Worse than Activision. Right. Yep, I'm pressing that. Oh, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? So on entered. Let's just try this again, something else. So see you later, mate. Let's try that. That was weird. See you later, old siren. So we're going to give this a go now. Hopefully this will work. Suicide. What we're trying to do is actually transport him onto the actual rock and then press F. That didn't work. I think that's a bad place to actually put a teleporter. Let's try that again. I think the first one up the top, that one up there, it doesn't like it because it can't, because I think it's outside the map zone. Oh, that one. Oh, Christ, no wonder he fell off. Right, let's put that somewhere a bit more stable, if we can, if there is a stable up here. How does that look? That looks a bit better. Right, let's try that. Let's get rid of this one. Let's get rid of that. Right. Let's play that again. So the whole intention is as you go through the door, you'll land on a rock, you'll teleport to the rock, and then a few words will come up and we could say something like, embrace your death, and literally just jump. So we'll have a giant pad underneath that will basically teleport them back into the room, just for a bit of fun. Oh, that didn't work either. Oh, there we go. No! Oh, right. Okay. Plan B. Plan B. What we do is we'll put a player blocking volume up there. Yeah, let's do that. So we put, because I like utilising every bit of area we can. So let's spin this. Rotate. I want to spin that round. I don't allow you to spin round anymore. Oh, no, you make a width, don't you? So let's do that again. So X on that. Do that, and we create the depth. Make it absolutely massive. Should have gone the other way, really. Right. So that's what we want. Show on start true, yes. Oh, static. Yeah, right, okay. So color, transparent. So let's leave it like that for a minute. And what we do is we put this here. And then we're going to move this onto there. So the dude lands on that. So let's just try that for a second, see if that works. It's a bit like an After Eight, one of those wafer thin things. Let's give that another go. Oh, what? How? Oh my god, I had my mic muted all this time. I do apologise. I didn't realise I had my mic muted for ages. Right, sorry about that. So that didn't work at all. Let's try that again. I really want this bit to work, so we're going to increase the size of that again. Let's make it a lot bigger. Right, good. Space to apply. Let's put that there. So that should work. I mean, that is central. You can't get any more central than that. Oh, was it on? Alright, sorry. Couldn't tell my button was up. I think it's because I coughed. Right, so we try that. Then we can make that invisible. So what the idea is we just want to get people, we want to get that guy to drop onto this and then sacrifice himself to actually move forward. Oh, that's shit. He's falling right through it. I really want this to work. There must be a way. Oh, really? Alright, well, I'll put it on a rock that actually should work. Let's put it on somewhere like here. Because, I mean, it's as solid as anywhere. I mean, there's plenty of shit to fall on there. So if that don't work, then we know you're right. And it's an instant kill for anyone that goes outside. You're not allowed. One second. That's it. Right. So try that again. Okay. Don't know if that was me moving. Yeah, I'm going to give up if this does it again. No. Right, that isn't going to work, so bollocks to that. Let's scrap that idea. Right, let's get rid of some of this quick clean up. Mop up the mess. And then we'll move on. Shame though. We can come back to some ideas from this anyway. So it's going to come up here. We can put a few mobs up here while we're doing this. Just a few randoms. Where are you? So we put a few demons in here. Put a few lost souls because they're annoying. Oh, what do you mean, Wolf? I put a player blocking volume up there. I could create a box, couldn't I? A whole box of player blocking volume. I'll try it another time. Cause it's just going to take up too much as it is. Okay, so let's put that in there, nice and simple. So what we do is put a couple of demons in the first room. Don't want to go too crazy. But of course I do like difficult dungeons, I don't like easy things. So but we'll start off with a different weapon as well. Oh, and he zapped out there. Alright, okay. We get rid of the Caco demons, that's way too hard for a start. Well, that did do quite a bit of damage. On the torch, what do you mean? Put like a flat bit out there? Play a blocking volume on the top, so you... Yeah, alright, I'm with you. But it seems to push you off though, whatever way you're running. Okay, so let's go back to that. So we get rid of him. What we're going to do is put in something that fires. An imp, yes. An imp would be good. I don't think you can put him in there though. No, you can't. Alright. I think that would do. We just put one of them there and there. Just put a simple message up there for the minute. No. Help if I spelt that right as well. Oh, fuck it. Right, so we leave that there for a minute, just so we know it's a placeholder. Remember guys, if you're watching, if you've got any ideas, let me know. I'm just going to put some basics in for now. So we're just going to put some encounters up as we go along. Yeah, a bit later on this afternoon I'm going to do that. Seeing if there's anything we can do up here. I changed it. I've got to put some space, just a placeholder, it's not grammatically correct at the moment, so. I'm just thinking of stuff as we go through. So what I do want to do is have no door to that. some reason I want to put something crazy on this. So I'm just going to look through the props a second. Yeah, that'd be cool. I think what we're going to do is build this up with rocks. You and your chav. So what we're doing now is just sort of customising the entrance a little bit. Try and make it look a bit more authentic some way. Don't know if this is going to work, but... yeah, they're brilliant. I really like them. Especially the rocks and shit, they're brilliant. But I don't know if I'm going to be using too much in terms of memory and all that. So then we want our keystone, which would be something crazy. That looks bonkers. I like that. That looks pretty cool. Wonder if you can change the colour of the vortex. That'd be good. That's it. So all we're doing is creating a bit of customization now. And then what we could do... no, we like it like that, that's fine. I wonder if I should have just done that. Put them in instead, actually, that would have been better. Or we'll leave it rustic like that for the minute. So, okay, so what we're going to do is... so let's have a quick look at that in real mode. guess it is now. So I'm looking at the demon voices. That'll do. I like that. So put another demon one there. I know. I'm going to change it also, don't worry. So as we come through here. We come to some more different sound effects as we get into it a bit later on. We've got all the flames as well there, so we've got all that sound. What I would like is a hanging skeleton off that. Let's find something else. So we put something like that on there. Don't know if that's going to be enough though. Thank you, mate. Oh, why won't it spin round again? Oh, there we go. That's it. I'll put that in there. That's it. Yeah, I don't mind. People watch them. People don't want to watch them. I don't mind. Let's give that a go. Yeah, the thing is, map building's not the most entertaining. It's the actual map playing that's quite good, so some people find it a little bit boring. Okay, we can change that a little bit. Difficult though. That's it. Oh, nearly had it then. There you go. That'll do. We'll take them out because they're just wasting resources we can use later on. Right, so that's the sort of effect I want, just a bit of smoke should go in. That's fine for now. And all I want to do is put something on that wheel up the top. Something illuminating, like a bit of fire. Well, this is it. I mean, it does take a while for you to get stuff right on these things, you know it is. Takes a while to line them up. That's it. That's what we want. Right there. So you get a little bit of flame on the wheel. That's perfect. Let's bring it down a little bit. That's not. We want it just there. So we've got a flaming centralized wheel. And that will do. Oh, I've got two there. Let's get rid of that. Exactly. There we go. That's what I want. So we put a bit of light in that wheel. And we've got a flame going around it. So it gives it that sort of chaos, hell type effect. So we also want to put some sparks. Give a fire effect inside here. Put that over there for a minute. That'll do nicely. So that adds to the effect of the room. And then really, don't know, I'm not liking these now. Spin them around a bit. See if we can get the smoke coming down from the wheel. That will do. That looks fine. There we go. Right, good. Okay, so we've got flames in there. So as you're greeted, it looks very hellish as you come in. And we're going to have some wording on there. So it's nice and bright. Have some sound effects, some music coming in as you go in. Got the basic mobs to start with, just to annoy you a little bit. Come through here, and then we go into here. I'm not going to deal with the UAC bits for a minute, because they're not as fun as the hellish modules. So we're going to jump our way all the way over to the main, or the first main encounter here, which is a quadrant section. What we got here is a skull. So we're going to have that as like a trigger. We're going to have a thing in here that it makes you run round, let's say, and shoot sections of the walls that will make the this section easier or not, and it'll open the door as well. Something along those lines. So what we could do is have a blocking event down here. Yeah, that's what we're going to have done. That's what we're going to do rather. We're going to put player blocking volume in here that will disappear once they crack the code. So if we drop that in there and we X that, so make this quite large. Make the side thin. Yeah, exactly. So that's fine. So we'll put that in there. I hope that's wide enough, but it doesn't. That's perspective for you. So what we'll do is X that again. Right, good. Okay, so got that. We're going to make sure it hits the walls, which it does. So we're going to duplicate that, put that there as well. Duplicate that, put that there, and put one there at the bottom of these stairs. So we're also going to have to put one on top as well, and we're going to have to test it out. So you can't get to this skull until they've cracked the code. So we're going to duplicate that, put that on top there, X on that, and then we go to width again. So we're going to drop the width right down, or are we? Yeah, I've got to get my bearings on this. It's the height, that's it. Yeah, I think imps are cute. They're very cute. I think they're one of my favourite mobs in here, to be honest. Alright, there we go. So that should block the top off. Then what we're going to do is just reduce the length of it. Yeah, it is. It's massive. So I'm trying to reduce it at the moment. There we go. Alright, so there's our roof. So we're going to put that on top of there, so nobody can get inside there now. We'll test it out a bit later on. Let's get that moved back a bit. So the idea is that won't remove until they've done the combination to get the skull, and then we'll have a trigger event and boss event and things like that. So that'll do nicely. In fact, what I should do is make this very small. In fact, I should make a box 4 sides, really. So let's... I wonder if that'll cut down on resources. So if we do that. Just to protect that little skull. Don't think it needs to be that big. Didn't really think about it quickly then. Right. Let's get down to the right level. That'll do. Pop that on there. Bosh, done. There we go. So that's the block. We quickly save that. So you can't get to that until a trigger jumps off. Okay, that's fine. So there we go. So that's that bit. And we're going to have specific parts running all the way around here. But, oh God, so you watched it with a lot of zombies. Watched the film with zombies. Okay, so that's that bit. So we're going to have some trigger events in here. But what I might do, I might take a break from this and do another part of the video later on because I need to go out. Yeah, so woof, I'll be back in a couple of hours, I imagine. So I've got to go and play a bit of football down the park. Always good to get out while you've got a bit of sun. So we've just put that there. So as you enter in here, I'll do that in a bit though. As you enter in here, that's going to be blocked off. So now I've got to work out the triggers. And the order. Now, how do I get an order to work? Not yet. I'll be going in about 10-15 minutes, but I just wanted to forewarn you. Because the stream's been running for quite a few hours now, so we got that running there. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no, I'll be back this evening, so I'll do some more of this. Do a part 2. What else? Yeah, so what we're doing here, rather than do that, we're putting these skull switches. So we put one in each corner. And in order to open the door, you need four to open. Need to get all 4. That will do nicely. What we can do is mount them in the wall actually. That'd be a good thing. Make it look a bit more authentic. That's good. Lovely. Lovely. Right, so there's all 4 of them mounted in the wall. Makes them a bit more original. Authentic. Let's have a look at some of the other stuff we got. So hell props. That's no good. Where do you live? Up north. Flayed skin. That looks good. So if we can put them, it doesn't look obvious. Yeah, that looks good. So as you're coming along, can't really see them. But you can that way. That's good. Do the same to this one over here. I like that. Let's get that centralized. Can't even get them to sit on there properly. That's not that good. I mean, that would do, but it's not brilliant. Right, okay, so we've got that. So we want to put a blue skull there. On that one. We want to put the grey skull. Grey skull. That's if you remember He-Man. And we've got we'll put the green skull on that one. And what we'll do is a bit of a curveball. We'll put another one, which is a red herring, which means fake. So we put that on here. And we'll put that as the yellow. So we've got 4 skulls up there. And then 1 down there. So we've got all 5 skulls. We've got 4 skull ports in the walls. And it'll only accept 4 of them. So if they pick up the yellow one, let's say, or one of them, I can randomize that with a variable or a randomizing thing that would basically say it'll only accept a specific type of skull. Yeah, we can randomize that. So that's good. So if people want to replay it, they can. Don't forget, guys, if you're watching the stream, to like and subscribe as always. Thank you very much. It keeps me making these videos. So anyway, there we go. So we've got the 4 skulls. We've got the location for each of them. Why is that the wrong way? Is it me or do these keep swapping round? Or am I going crazy? Oh, I did have that the right way. Silly me. I'm just getting confused which way I am. Right, there we go. Right, so 4 skulls up there, 1 down there. So once they pick the correct 3 and put them in there, the barrier will lift up. That's what I want to do. Right, I think I'm going to leave that there for now. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you, Woof, for confirming that I'm crazy. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate that. Please like, subscribe and all that. And check out part 2, which will be in the next sort of 3 or 4 hours. Following that, it may be tomorrow night. Who knows? But hopefully later on, I'll have another stream running and we can catch up on this and carry on and do some more Hell module map creations in SNAPMap. Anyway, thanks for watching and catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.